morning, we're kicking off a new series we call Addicted To. A quick trip to the mall for a little retail therapy never hurt anyone, right? Wrong. For some, that urge to splurge can become a dangerous compulsion. It's been a long road to recovery for 26-year-old Grace Vallis.
I felt so cute because it was the first time I was wearing it.
When a romantic relationship soured a few years ago, her self-esteem suffered. That's when she turned to shopping.
I thought that having cute outfits or accessories would help kind of bring things back together.
Her habit quickly spiraled out of control.
I would go shopping aimlessly, just knowing that I wanted to get something that would make me feel better because I needed that next fix.
Grace eventually maxed out her bank credit card, but it didn't stop there.
I also started 6 store cards so that I could spend more money. I would find myself keeping the shopping bags in the trunk of my car and hiding them until my roommates would leave the apartment. At that time, I didn't want to admit to myself that this was a problem. However, I knew it. I shouldn't be ashamed of going shopping once in a while, but in my case, it was so often that I was embarrassed.
A cold reality soon set in. Within a few short months, Grace owed more than $10,000 in credit card bills.
I remember looking at how much money I was bringing in and how much my credit cards were, and I remember thinking, I am scraping by on pennies.
Grace isn't alone. Research shows over 17 million Americans are shopaholics.
Because what's happening in the brain is that we become addicted to something called dopamine. And dopamine is a small chemical which is released whenever we are looking forward to buy some stuff. And guess what? We become very addicted to it. Just as addicted almost as if you're on drugs or alcohol.
Today, Grace is in a better place. She got married last year and has since paid off all her debt.
All my credit cards are now gone, cut in half.
She says the key to her recovery was being honest and facing her addiction.
I think I have a great support system now. Even just being able to point to the addiction and call it for what it is has helped tremendously.
So how much is too much shopping? Judith Wright is the author of The Soft Addiction Solution. Judith, good morning.
Good morning.
And we heard in the piece likening this shopping addiction to drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Is that a fair comparison?
Well, it actually is. Over-shopping is a soft addiction. Unlike drugs and alcohol that can actually kill you, the substance doesn't kill you, but you don't really die from soft addictions, but you're not really living either. And they have similar things, a compulsion, hard to stop. They put you in an altered state. They mute your consciousness, numb your feelings. It's addictive.
Wow, and especially when the young woman we saw in that piece said she would shop for nothing. She was just aimlessly looking for something to buy. That's a sign of a deeper problem.
Well, that lets you know that every soft addiction, over shopping, it has a deeper need, a deeper hunger not being met. For her, it was to feel attractive, to feel good, to be loved. It was after a loss of a relationship. For others, it might be to feel important or to be stimulated, have something to look forward to. And it's not just women, it's also men as well.
Let's talk about the signs of shopping addiction. The first one, hiding purchases. It seems like that's a pretty big one.
You saw that. She was stuffing them in her trunk. That is that. Or hiding things in your purse and pretending that it's not new. Hiding, lying about it, minimizing it. That's one of the signs.
Maxing out your credit cards. That's another big one.
If you're over budget and your family's angry at you, your husband or your wife is mad, or people are making fun of you, spending money that you should be spending on other things, that's another.
Here's what I'll admit to. Feeling high when shopping. I mean, that has happened to me, and maybe I have a problem.
Well, that's one of the things to look for. Do you get high? Do you get that kind of buzzed edge to your eyes are lighting up?
Yes,
See, there it is right there. We may have found them right here. And also, do you get kind of forgetful or numb or foggy? Sometimes people do that. They can't even remember what they bought, or they buy things they already had, or they feel guilty afterwards, or kind of drained, or sometimes just kind of calm. If people are over agitated, they use shopping to calm down.
Retail therapy, it's called. I've used that phrase before.
Yeah.
Talk about what you can do real quickly if you feel like you're in this situation.
Luckily, you can do something. There's 8 key skills to overcoming this. One is to get support. Shop with a friend. Make a pact with your spouse. Okay, if I'm going to spend over $100, I'll call first. Also, you need to cut down. Obviously, you need to subtract some things, shop a little less, leave your credit cards at home, do things that help you minimize the habit, but you also need to add things to your life. You need to add activities that meet that deeper hunger. Shop for great experiences. We need to shop for things that add great stuff to our lives, but not buy great stuff. Nobody wants it said like, oh, here lies Susie. She bought a lot of shoes.
Right, Judith Wright. Very important words to live by. Thank you.